Ahoy. Ahoy, 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 ahoy. Ahoy, 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 ahoy. I'm Woody. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome back to my second sprint in a row. Gasp. Certainly not. But yeah, I think it helps when I don't have a video game to play. So when I have some downtime, I'm like, I'm just going to sprint and read rather than I can just play some whatever I'm playing. What's up, Andre? I got my classical outlook in the mail today. Let's see. There are very rarely articles that I like in here. Oh, but I can look at the AP test from last year reports. I taught AP last year. I did not teach AP this year. My kids got higher than the national average. My class did on AP. 1 second, AP. Yeah, hold on. Hang on. Man, I don't know where this is. I don't know how to find like the national average or whatever. But regardless, my students did well. I had 7 of 11 pass. And then there were 3 2s and a 1. So that's like 57%, something like that. So it's no, it's higher than that. I had a good pass rate. And I like teaching AP because I get to teach something that is advanced, which challenges me as well, so I can get better at it. I hate teaching level 1 because it's just the most bobo stuff. And the problem is it's the most bobo stuff, and then they don't know it. Like it's impossible to get them to know it. So it's like, how am I ever going to move on to something better because you don't get the bobo crap? Oh my gosh. So, but they won't let me teach AP. So I got 4 kids want to take AP next year, and I can't because my school won't let me teach a class of 4. Because why should I be trying to I don't know hone young minds and challenge them with rigorous coursework? Why should I be able to do that? We got to have places to put kids. Very frustrating. You should always play Kaseki. What's up, Kev, Laura, Jeff, Annette? Hello. Joanna, how goes? Oh, thank you, Sammy. Yeah, they did well. They did. They made a good accounting of themselves. Yeah, they are definitely not doing that. I agree. Level 1 is so boring. Like, it's just so boring. I realized recently that there was a year I taught 6 sections of Latin 1. That's the only thing I taught. There was another Latin teacher, but I taught 6 Latin 1s. No, sorry, 5 Latin 1s. I had a Latin 3. I had 5 Latin 1s and Latin 3 in a day. 5 Latin 1s. If they gave me 3 Latin 1s last year, and I threatened to quit. I don't want to do that. I had 3 level 1s last year, and I barely have enough for 2 level 2s this year. That's how bad they were. No, I didn't, Kai. Kai's such a corpo. What's up, Jimmy? I can never tell if Jimmy's being sarcastic or not. Yeah, it's way too much. I got Eevee backstage. I'm gonna have Eevee come on in just a minute. Eevee, if y'all didn't know, had a interview with Simon Jimenez this morning, which, if you don't know who that is, he wrote A Spear Cuts Through Water. And if you don't know what that is, then you've never met Eevee. So, because that's her whole personality, is the spear cuts through water. In fact, when I click this thing to have her join the thing, on camera it's just going to be a copy of Spear Cuts Through Water. Like, that's all there is. Like, she's morphed into the book itself. I see that, Eevee. I see that. Oh, snap! Kevin, Simon Jimenez, bad writer. Thank you, Sammy. I appreciate it. Eevee cuts through water. Heck yeah. He also wrote Advanced Birds. That is true, but Eevee talks about this other one way more. I rate the trilogy very highly. It would be one of my favorite trilogies of all time if I liked the ending better. But I liked it a lot. Very, very high. What? No. And why do you purposely spell my name wrong, Jimmy? Correct. See, look, she's morphed into 2 of those. So I'm not going to talk too long because I just want to get some reading done. So I will never take off my shirt.
And this is for Posh Allen, or sorry, French Allen, Baguette Allen.
His name is. Oh, thank you, Christina. His name is Suave Allen. I forgot.
Suave Allen. I'm so sorry. Sorry. We haven't seen him in a while, so I kind of forgot.
I haven't seen any of them in a while. I know. I went to a therapist and had them all confront each other. No, I had them all confront each other and murder each other, like in the movie Identity.
Nice.
Kai and I have declared not quite holy war, but there is an increasing of hostilities between Kai and I and his love of cyberpunk and my love of steampunk. So it's not holy war yet, but our ambassadors are coming back.
I think you guys need to combine forces and either make it cyber steam or steam cyber. Make that a thing.
I don't think you can do that. I don't know. It's not a miasma. There's no miasma on my freaking streams. Thank goodness. Mine is CDC approved. Indeed, it's going to be the first punk war, or I guess the Great Punk War, and then it'll be Punk War 1, Punk War 2. Okay, Kev. So this is my surprised face that you like cyberpunk better than steampunk. Like, okay, like of course, you're one of the chief acolytes. I hate cyberpunk so much. I hate it. And you know what? I would agree that there's probably, if you were neutral on both, there's probably better cyberpunk media out there than there is steampunk, because steampunk is so much more aesthetic than it is good anything. But I still prefer the aesthetic of steampunk, where people wear hats and dress fancy, to cyberpunk, where hygiene goes out the window. I mean, sure, I would love to never set foot in a classroom ever again. I would love to work from home and spend time with my family, but that will never happen. And so, I mean, sure, but it will never happen. Like, probably not good enough. And why? There are too many people with English accents out there. So, starting from the back. Yeah, genuinely nuts. That's classic stuff. Very cool. How are you finding the Drowned Kingdom? Right, Drowned Kingdoms, right? So that's the problem. There really aren't a lot that I know of. I know Andrew read, isn't like The Cruel Gods or something? Isn't that a steampunk book? He liked it. Laura likes your fox tattoo. There we go. Rora Suri, we got it. Was he? Okay. I mean, that's fine. Like, I prefer, when I taught school the first year, when I had to teach English, my regular English 3 class I liked better than the little punk honors freshmen I taught. They were good kids. Like, I liked them. Like, they were, I mean, some of them were a little on the delinquent side, but I liked them. They were, I mean, they were, a couple of them were delinquent, but they weren't like hostile delinquent. They were just like, I'm going to vape in the middle of class. And I'm like, hey, bro, like, John, I'm going to have to take that from you if you do it. Like, if I see it, like, just put it away. If you have to go to the bathroom, just ask me. Please don't do that in my class. And he was like, sorry, Ms. Walker. I'm like, I appreciate that. And then I read Mask of the Red Death with them and played clock chimes very loudly on my computer. No. BioShock is an excellent steampunk media. You're right. Snow Crash. Is that like? No, that's a train movie. So I think people like Michael Kramer because he does Stormlight and is popular. And I don't know who the other two are, which is bad for your argument. Oh, very cool. Yes, it is. But it's a series that's never going to be finished. And I heard the second one wasn't very good. Nice. So many people that I know say this, that do not enjoy Kramer and Redding, having never listened to a book that they've narrated. I don't know, but I have heard that for sure.
Sorry, Kev.
Okay. By never be finished, I mean be finished in a decent amount of time. That's what I mean, because it was like 8 years between Windless and this one. That's all I'm saying, is that it's going to take too long for the series to be done, and I'm not super interested in investing in that particular thing right now. I haven't heard either one of them, so. Well, I do voices. I know some people don't like that, but I do voices. I don't really know how not to. I mean, I guess I could easily. I want to narrate a nonfiction book. I want to narrate a book about Philip and Alexander, so my contempt for Alexander can come across, and I can very obviously be a Philip lover. Oh, okay, word. Yeah, I haven't heard either of those. I think I may have heard the sample that Audible has for Project Hail Mary. November 2024, spring of 2025. Laura, how on earth do we have so many similar opinions on history? Like, I'm used to having to argue with people. My student, by the way, and I know you like Hadrian, so we disagree there. My student comes up to me like every day and it's like, I can't believe you don't like Hadrian. And then I'm like, I don't like Hadrian. He's like, that's a dumb thing to base your dislike on him, that he didn't spend time in the empire. I'm like, I don't think it's dumb. I think if you run the empire, you should be in Rome at some point. And he's like, but Hadrian did this and this. And I finally say, hey, where do you think this conversation's going? Do you think after you list out Hadrian's accomplishments, I'm going to stop and be like, you know what? I've reconsidered my opinion. And you know what? I actually really like Hadrian now. Why are you bothering me? I'm trying to work. Go away. And I had to make him leave me alone. He does it all the time. It's like, why do I dislike Hadrian for that reason? Because that makes it fun for me. Because it's arbitrary. That's why. And I like being arbitrary, and that makes it fun.
Counter argument from someone who has no dog.
Argumentative Kyle agrees with my child. Please, Kyle, list out all the accomplishments of Hadrian so I can be like, you know what, Kyle? You're right. I do like Hadrian now. Sorry, Eevee. I was yelling at Kyle.
No, it's okay. I was just gonna say, as someone who has no dog in the fight, he is the emperor, and if he's spending if he spent all his time in Rome, then he wouldn't be taking care of the empire.
That is not true, because it must be administrated from the city. He just traveled around because he's a freaking artsy fartsy, like whatever. And the thing is, I don't even care if he spent most of his time in Europe, but he's hanging out down in Egypt and over in the East and stuff. And once we start going east, I hate the Byzantines and I hate everything about the dang Eastern Empire. Like, stay on Europe, guys. It's not going over there where the dang Parthians are and all that other stuff.
Unrelated. Do you have Words hard. Did you start Roman Persia yet, or are you gonna try and do audio for that one?
I haven't started yet. I'm currently in the middle of a nonfiction book. I'm going to read one at a time.
Oh, okay.
I shall, because I actually don't know. I actually don't know a ton about Rome's conflicts with the East, especially past the Julio-Claudians. I know many things about the Greeks' conflict with the East, but not the. That's not true. We have discussions all the time. I just said, why are we arguing about Hadrian again? Same thing with Constantine. I have to argue with him about Constantine too. The Egyptians and the Parthians and the Mauritanians, and look, too much territory. Rome had too much territory, way too big. I agree. I hate them. I hate the Byzantines. Okay, so when I said that, Roxagab, that what my statement was true. It's no longer true, but it was true when I said it.
So what everyone should learn here now is that Alan is a prophesier, and what he says makes things happen.
That's what I'm saying. Laura. Like he loves Constantine and he loves the Byzantines, and his favorite emperor is someone dumb. It's not Justinian, because you hated Justinian. It's something stupid. And he always comes over and tells me something about the. He's only told me one story that's worth hearing about the freaking Byzantines, and I'm gonna tell you this story. It's about the Emperor Honorius. The Emperor Honorius had a pet chicken named Roma, which is the Latin word for Rome. And one day, like a slave or someone came running in saying that Rome had fallen, like because some emperor, like some barbarians had attacked it or whatever. Rome had fallen, and he freaks out because he thought the guy was coming in telling him that his chicken had died, and so he's just so distraught and like weeping. And then he figures out it's like the actual city, and he's like, "Oh, okay, that's okay then." Like good for you, Honorius. Like good for you having your priorities. So that's okay. But that's the only story he's ever told me about the Byzantines that I've ever been like, you know what? I'm glad that you use the air in this room to let me know that. It's Matthew. You know who it is? Matthew and his Byzantine obsession. Every time I say Byzantium in classical studies, when talking about the Greeks and the East, he goes, "Woo!" Every time. Not because he likes Byzantium, because he likes Constantinople.
By the way, I love how Samson and Spurgeon or Claudius are just out Spurgeon's like lights.
Back at the
oh, there you go. All right. They're all just out like lights.
And Sylvia's here too, but you can't see her. That's Christina's sitting purposely off camera. So,
hi, Christina.
All right. There you go. Boom. Whatever reason. There are no bad reasons to hate the Byzantines. There are no wrong reasons. Don't like my problem. And but, yes, I understand the Byzantine comments.
A reason to like the Byzantines is they inspired KJ Parker to write. So
no, the Romans inspired KJ Parker because the Byzantines were Romans. So it's just stuff that they stole, not the crappy stuff, like the dumb stuff of the Byzantines didn't inspire them. But my problem is like, yeah, they're Romans, but like the Romans, you should be in Rome. And like an empire that continues after Rome falls, I'm just like, how? Like, I guess you're Romans. There's way too much sand. I don't like sand.
It's coarse. What are they? Are they Anakin Skywalker?
I mean, I don't consider them Romans, but historians do. What do they know? Eevee, before we start reading, you want to tell us about 476 AD? That's when it falls. Eevee, Tell us about your interview before we read. I got to finish like Claudius tonight, or I'm gonna lose my mind.
It was great. I am waiting for his thumbs up for me to post it, because I want to be respectful of his thoughts and consideration, and yeah, whatever. Anyways, it was great. So hopefully maybe Monday. Just waiting for him to respond and give me feedback if he wants me to edit anything out. He apparently knew who I was before I had even asked for an interview.
Rightly so.
Because apparently I shout about it enough.
Yes.
So I guess he watches reviews, and every time someone would talk about Spirit Cuts Through Water specifically, they'd be like, Eevee sent me this. Eevee talks about this. Eevee sent me this. Eevee talks about this.
That's awesome.
And he was very great, thankful for that. And I was like, oh my God.
You're the one, like, that's the only reason you sold me copies. It's because every single person who has bought it was because they heard about it from you. So that's pretty cool. That's true. Or every single person who has a copy got it from you.
It's true.
You're the one who's emptied the warehouse. Like,
it's true.
Trying to convert people.
Don't tell my husband, but that interview was the best thing that's ever happened to me in my life.
Aaron, stop watching sports ball. Eevee just sold you down the river.
No, one of the best things next to getting, like, same tier as getting married is this interview with Simon Jimenez.
So yeah, Laura, we really do need to talk about how much Constantine sucks. Oh wait, sorry guys, I forgot to tell you guys that Laura it's actually come out. Laura is actually related to the Constantine. She is actually a Constantian. She is descended from Constantine.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
What happened there? How long did you talk?
An hour and a half.
Nice.
Almost
Very
2
cool.
hours. So.
Very cool. That's exciting. That is exciting.
But that's only because I had plans at 1:00 that were plans for approximately a month, and the turnaround between getting a response saying he would do an interview and doing it was literally like less than 72 hours. So
that's awesome. That's awesome. I wish KJ Parker would get the internet so I could be like, hey, my guy, did you know your real name is Tom Holt? Because that's what everybody tells me. What up, Anita?
Hi, Anita.
You want to come join us, Anita? Hi, too. So what's everybody going to be reading tonight? I am going to be reading Claudius. We finished that. Also, remind me to talk about when it's the next chat after the sprint to talk about my community posts where everyone recommended me a whole bunch of books, and I foolishly, just assuming that people would know to do it, didn't say why should I read that one. And so I have a whole bunch of titles that people think that I will enjoy, and like 5% of them actually told me why they think I would enjoy them.
I was not one of them. I'm so sorry. I'll go back and edit my post. I'm so sorry. Listen.
No, I'm gonna tell you the same thing I told Anita. No, don't tell me to listen. That's what Anita tries to do. Listen. No, Anita, you listen. You listen, Eevee. Tell me why. Tell me why.
Why you should read Don Quixote? So it is all about honor and chivalric knighthood. But it's a satire.
Two things. One, I've seen Man of La Mancha.
Okay.
And two, I read the abridged classics version of Don Quixote when I was younger.
Okay. Well, I assume the abridged version is not very different from the unabridged version, but okay, never mind. Carry on.
No. Is the whole book good though? But like I know what Don Quixote's about. That's like when I like Count of Monte Cristo, and then I have to ask people like, is the whole Count of Monte Cristo good?
The whole of Don Quixote is fantastic. I love it.
How
So
long
much.
is it? Like 1,200 pages?
Something like that, yeah. But
Krypton.
it's literally 2 parts. So like he wrote the second part 10 years later as a response to someone writing a unauthorized sequel to part 1.
Oh, is that
So it's
Cyberpunk
basically
guy? Bar Silence, Chauvin, nice. One's 3. How to Tell Toledo from the Night Sky. It's a long book. Okay, I gotta go look. Tusks of Extinction. Notes from the Underground. I am. I wish so many people didn't have betrayal in their hearts. Warhammer. This is how you lose the time war. Wild Cards Nice, getting your germ fix. Nice. Demon Copperhead or Ted House Games. Very cool. I have that one. That is the Audible version that I have. Zen. No, you didn't. You haven't even started it. Don't even lie. War and Peace. Wow. Wow. She's lying, Laura. She's lying. Like a lying liar. Disquiet God's ER. Okay, cool. Well, let's read, guys. And then when we get back, I'll talk about I'll cycle through those books, and y'all can tell me if you hear any good ones. All right. Anita, you can come join if you want. Joanna, if it's not your bedtime, you can come too. Boundary Side, yes. Oh, okay, it's not Cyberpunk. All right, that's good. That's good. That's good. I think it is 8:41 her time. If I let you on screen, you will talk about Brandon Sanderson. I can only invite people who are insured to not spread the miasma.
I scare the crap out of my dog.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
And Anita.
Hello.
Um,
Canadians joined.
I'm so close to being done with this book.
Are you liking it?
I mean, yeah, I like it, but I mean, I'm the target audience.
I'm also the target audience, Alan.
You're not. You're pretentious.
I am very pretentious with all my miasma.
No, that's the problem, though. Pretentious people always make an exception for Sanderson because everyone's an apologist. So don't even start.
I am not a pro snob by any means. I just didn't like the way he wrote that book. And a lot of it was him not using the Latin, which I found really weird.
Okay, so that's annoying. I agree. That's super annoying. I literally, you reminded me, I need to Google. I don't know who the scouts are. I know the guards are the Praetorians. I don't know who the scouts are. Capital S scouts. They are a body of soldiers, but I don't know which ones they are because he didn't use the Latin words.
I don't get why he didn't. I just don't. But
I don't know. Especially
I
since
don't approve of being Constantius, but fine.
You can disapprove all you want.
I do. I'm just vocalizing it that I do not approve, so everyone knows on the record.
Oh, sorry.
It's just going to be Constantine now.
All right.
Constantine. Thank you.
Anyway, so I'm so close to being done. I like it, Laura. I understand why you don't and why anybody else wouldn't, but I don't know why I like it. I like I'm reading a history book, basically. I'm just reading a history book in narrative form.
Yeah.
Which I like.
I mean, I read it a bit like that.
Yeah.
How are you liking it, Anita?
Going to read?
Anita hasn't started it. She was lying. She was lying. Anita's reading.
Because I had to start Shards of Earth so that Eevee and Pete can test me. They'll start this Monday. So what are you going to read next after I, Claudius?
Man, I don't know. It needs to be one of my 3 arcs. And so it's not going to be the RJB one because, I don't like him as much as I like Swan and De Castell. But it's gotta be Crucible of Chaos or Trials of Empire because all 3 of those books come out February 6th.
February.
Yeah.
Maybe it should be one of the books in the list in your community tab because I'm sure there's some really good ones in there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pick a book from a rando before I pick one from a patron since I've been promising them that.
That's fair.
But also, I'm not gonna start any of this until after I get Robert Jackson Bennett. I'm not gonna start any of this till I get through. I got to clear these arcs off my table and read House of Open Wounds, and once that's done, I'll be open to be able to read more stuff. Yeah, Claudius the God, I've already ordered. I will read because that will be the book that I thought this one was going to be.
Yeah, I think that was the other thing for me, as I was like, oh, there's not actually a lot of Claudius in this book.
Yeah, I like it because it's for me it's the only fiction that I've read about Tiberius and Caligula. Like Augustus and Caesar so much. So this for me is a bridge.
Yeah, between them.
Into Claudius. Now I did think that this was just going to be Claudius, and I'd have been okay with that. But
yeah, I thought that's what it was. So I was really confused when it was a lot of Livia, like a lot of Livia.
I'm not gonna lie. I like how many people
He doesn't like her, and it's funny to me. So, yeah.
He definitely hates her. Oh, definitely not. I haven't read any of his. Anith is reading Shards of Earth. Eevee, you're reading Spirit Crystal Water again? Question mark.
Sailing
Well,
to Serenity, I think.
I am also still in the midst of Spirit Crystal Water reread, but I'm prioritizing Sailing to Serenity. Yes.
Oh, that's right. Sounds interesting. Word. Have you read Guy Evercade?
I read Brightness long ago.
No, word.
Laura, what are you reading?
I am reading Harry Potter. I got the special edition for Christmas, and it's the Mina Lima ones, or I don't know how you say that word, but it's really fun because it's got all these like pop-ups and it's like almost interactive. So, yeah.
Are you reading first one?
Yeah, the first one. And then I've been listening to The Lies of Locke Lamora. I started that a couple days ago.
Okay.
Oh, well, now I'm definitely not reading it. So anybody
There
put
you go.
that,
It's gone forever.
put that on my community tab. Sorry, guys.
I'm pretty sure Kyle suggested it in the community tab.
Oh, well, I mean, that's 2 strikes against it. So, I don't know when I'm watching the series. The series is so old looking. Like I don't
Claudius? Yeah, it's real old.
really want to watch it. Sorry, Kev. It's never going to happen.
I think, like many others, you'd probably really love it. But
I mean,
I anticipate you're never going to read it just because of
clearly
that.
people don't think I'd really love it because they keep doing everything they can possibly do to have me not read it. So people must not think that I'm going to like it.
Nice.
Also, like, why do I want to start another series that isn't finished? Is what the prequel to iCarly. iCarly, it actually is. iCarly is actually a descendant of the Emperor Claudius. All right. But yeah, I don't know if Jimmy's put that up there or not. The only person I might read it for is Jimmy, maybe. But we'll see.
That's what you said about Fire and Blood. Oh my god, my memory.
Fire and Blood's still on my list. Get on my face.
Fire and Blood is a fun read. I read it last year.
Okay, well, I guess I'm not going to read it then.
I'm just not. You know what? I hated it. You'll probably love it.
Did you not like it? Did you really not like it?
I did like it. It reads like a history book, so I really enjoyed it. But it was fun too because if you're familiar, if you've ever read primary sources, it reads like that in the sense that you can sense the bias of storytellers.
Laura, your mic completely stopped working just then. And you.
Is
Kai,
it
I heard
now?
Yeah, it's better now. I heard there was weird sexy time in that book, Kai. So anyway, I'm supposed to pull up this thing and look at it home. Didn't you say you've never read Harry Potter before, Laura?
Me? Oh no, I've read it many times.
Who was reading it for the first time? Someone was reading it for the first time and never read it before. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe I just don't know anybody or anybody's names.
Have you read Harry Potter, Alan?
Yeah. So when I was in college, that's when the Harry Potter thing really was big. Like I first heard about Harry Potter when the 3rd one came out. Like I'd never heard about it. I think I'd seen it in B. Dalton in the mall, but I'd never heard anything about it. And then I got into college and I had a whole bunch of people who wouldn't stop talking about it. And I was like, isn't that like for children? How are you? Like, I'm like, that's fine, but like, you know, I play video games, but why are y'all so obsessed with this? And then they're like dressing up to go to like Books A Million. I'm like, what are y'all doing?
I did that.
And so then I watched the movies because I worked at the movie theater when the first 2 came out. And I was like, all right, these are all right. But I still think you grown people are probably taking this too seriously. And then they all went to like some con. And I'm like, guys, I don't understand what's wrong with you guys. And so finally, I'm like, I guess I better read this stupid thing. And then of course, one of my friends was like in a frothing rage because on Facebook, MySpace, whichever one was dominant at the time, someone literally, maybe it was LiveJournal. On LiveJournal, someone flat out right before, it's like the day before book 6 dropped. Someone big, like you can't even scroll past it. Like they made their HTML like 72 point font, and we were scrolling past it, and my friend saw just Snape kills Dumbledore, and like just frothing anger, like absolute like rabid rage. And you know what, I get it. Like I do understand that now, as like people spoiling death. If I just spoiled Harry Potter for you, I apologize. But like I hate when people spoil character deaths. And that's what I remember about Harry Potter. And then I said, I guess I better read these because I end up having to talk bad about these things a lot. Maybe I should read them so I have more ammunition, because everyone will just like completely ignore what I was saying by, you haven't read them. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, let me read them so they can't say that anymore.
I can't handle this suspense. Did you like it or not?
Books?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially the early ones. When they got too self-serious, I was like, yelling, like, get over yourself.
The third book is the best book.
I hate no, it's not.
The third book, it's so good.
It's not. Azkaban is not the best. No, that's such a basic opinion. That's so basic. That is so basic. Sirius Black is the most overrated character, and you know what? I'm glad he's dead. I'm glad he was dead.
Just dropping spoilers for everybody. Dumbledore, then Sirius.
One of the most overrated characters of all time. He doesn't do anything. Who cares? And also, let me go ahead and explain to you. There's a 0% chance that Remus Lupin's parents knew he was going to be bitten by a werewolf and thus gave him 2 wolf names. That's ridiculous. That's obscene and ridiculous.
Surprise! It's a kids series. Then
we have to treat it like that, and we can't all dress up and wait in line and carry little pictures with hearts on it of freaking Fred and the other one, Weasley. Book 4 is the best.
I think the bigger question is, what house does Alan belong to? What is the general consensus of what house Alan belongs to?
Book 4 is so much better than the movie. I like book 4.
Oh, substantially, but the movie's terrible for the fourth book.
Book 3 is so overrated. Oh my God. Book 3 is when Rowling decided, like, what if I don't care about canon or continuity at all? Because here's the thing. Introduce time travel, never seen again. Remus Lupin, parents knew he was going to be bitten by a werewolf. Sirius Black, who everyone just has daddy issues, so loves him the best. Or 8 or whatever. Peter Pettigrew, who the entire time has been Scabbers, but at no point turned into a man and murdered both of them. People say, well, Voldemort said he couldn't. Get out of here with that trash. You did not know that was a person when you said it, when you knew it, when you invented it to be Ron's pet. You didn't know it was going to be a person. You retconned that crap, and it doesn't make any sense. So there.
Alan is Gryffindor for sure.
I think he's Hufflepuff because of loyalty.
I think he's a squib.
He
Did you just call me Squirrelhead?
Squib.
Well done, Eevee.
What's a squib? Isn't that like a pheasant that they eat?
No, it's people who doesn't have magic. No magic.
That's Muggle.
No, that is a wizard person, but doesn't have any magical ability. Muggles are non-wizarding families that have magical powers, or like that don't have any. Yeah, non-magical people. There we go.
Squibs actually, they have wizard parents, but that particular person doesn't have any magical abilities.
Squibs come from wizarding families, but they themselves aren't special enough to possess magic.
I don't care.
There you go.
I understand. I'm not knocking it for being a children's book. I'm knocking it for I read it as a 20-year-old, 20-something-year-old.
But also, Nita, some of us read it when we're 33. So
my issue is that like freaking J.K. Rowling clearly had like 2 years of classics classes because that's all of her names. Like what color is his beard? Oh, is it white? Boom, done. Bellatrix, female warrior. Sirius, oh, is that the name of the dog star?
Yep.
All of her names are either Latin word for your character trait, i.e. Severus, or fancy British names that I like Hermione, which is also Greek, but also, you know, Pettigrew. That's okay. I'm okay with that.
Alan loves Hermione. I mean, the soft voice with which he said her name.
Hermione.
Ron, there must be another way. You want to stop Snape from hitting that stone or not? Harry, it's you that's got to go. I know it. Not me, not Hermione, you. And that's just me doing the lady who's doing the scene. That's me doing a TikTok of the actual movie. He's going to sacrifice himself. Harry Potter sucks. Like, Harry Potter sucks. Like, absolutely sucks. He sucks at everything. The only thing he doesn't suck at is sucking and moping.
Hermione is the hero for me.
Hermione's fantastic. And
Love
Ron's better than Harry. Harry sucks.
Ron in the books is decent. Ron in the movies is pretty basic. But Luna, where it's at. Love me some Luna Lovegood.
No. She was
Love
put
Luna.
in. She's a weirdo. Like, stop
Yeah.
being weird. No,
Great.
weirdo.
I love Luna.
Fucking Emma Thompson as weirdo professor. Stop.
Oh,
no.
I love Trelawney.
Oh my gosh, Trelawney.
I dressed up as Trelawney for one of the final movies.
Oh, color me surprised.
I know, and I went as Bellatrix for the other.
I hate Helena Bonham Carter. Harry, did you put your name in the fire? That's my favorite. That's my favorite. Roses are red. Roses are red. Something is a liar. Harry, did you put your name in the goblet of fire? I love that. Like, there's a meme. It just does that, and then it's a picture of Dumbledore. Hold on. Whenever Sophia gets a bath, she runs in here really excited, and she just got out of her bath. Hold on. Where is she? Sophia, she didn't run this time. Oh, here she comes. Oh my God.
Aw.
Sophia. Oh my God, Sophia. Sophia.
I'm so clean. Look at me. I'm so clean.
You're so clean. Well, she itches. She had a skin disease before we got her, so she itches really bad if she doesn't get her medicated bath.
Oh,
Poor baby.
But she always runs in. She always super. Anyway, you know what, Laura? Before you got here, I was talking about stuff I liked. Like, people wonder why I rant all the time. It's because I hang out with nothing but contentious people.
Well,
Except for Eevee
my
and
name is
Eevee.
Constantia. What else am I going to be? So
No, don't reverse causality on this.
Are you gonna pull up your list?
Of what?
The suggested books.
Oh, I don't know. I think I'm supposed to sprint. Let me look. I forgot I was looking that up. But I got distracted by something. Oh, Harry Potter. Oh, because I was trying to make idle conversation, and I ended up having a yes, Anita. I ended up liking the books actually. I like the books quite a bit. I actually liked Order of the Phoenix. I don't like 6 and 7.
Love Order of the Phoenix.
Yeah, I love fifth book is.
I don't like
now
6 and
fifth
7.
book is my favorite.
Which one?
I love book 5.
Now fifth is my favorite.
6 is my least favorite. Or yeah, 6 is my least favorite by far, and I don't like 7 either. I don't know what everybody's problem is. About to drop a big spoiler of Harry Potter, ladies and gentlemen. I applauded when Dobby died. Thank goodness. Don't Alan me. My wife, I don't know if y'all heard that.
I did, and I sided with Christina.
I was so happy. Freaking Dobby got what he deserved. Yes, he did.
We've
Annoying.
mislabeled him. He's
I
totally
think you're
Slytherin, guys.
using him with Creature.
No, Creature sucks too. All the house elves.
Poor Dobby.
House elves. They're freed by accidentally sticking a sock in a book. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Y'all can make me trash Harry Potter. No, I actually hate Harry Potter.
anyways, pull up the list, Alan.
I'm trying to find it. YouTube makes it impossible to find your freaking like community tab.
Go
It's
to your
just
channel.
to
Go
the
to
right.
community.
I was literally just on. I have to go all the way to my freaking channel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why can't I just look it up in the YouTube studio where my content is? Stupid.
You know,
All right.
Eevee, we can do and share screen.
90 comments. Boudica Dreaming the Eagle. I just filmed a video about how I'm going to read that, so that's fine. Temeraire. Okay, someone thinks I like Temeraire. I've heard that also. Illusion by Paula Volsky. Y'all ever heard of that? But someone said it's about a revolution, so maybe I'll like that. The Dragon Waiting by John M. Ford. The Winter Night Trilogy by Catherine Arden. I literally asked people if they like recommend stuff that I would like. Why would someone recommend that to me?
I don't.
I could
I
see
don't
that
think
being
you would
a hit or
like it.
miss, but I
Yeah.
don't think you'd like it.
Dandelion Dynasty #1. Joanna with the Lies of Locke Lamora. Golden Key. I don't know what that is. I've heard of that.
Somebody did Thief. That was on your TBR actually from long time, right? Thief.
Yeah. That isn't true. That is not true. It isn't true. It isn't. I just filmed my review of The Dispossessed, and I was like, there's a lot of stuff in here that I should like because Parker does a lot of the same crap. And then I explained why. But all people are going to hear is it's okay when Parker does it because he's a guy, and Ursula K. Le Guin's not, so that's why you hated it. That's not true. It's not
Correction,
true.
Master Sal. He does read books with females, only he does not read books written by females.
That isn't true. One of my favorite books of last year was The Wickwire Watch. You want to tell me who wrote that? Her name is Jacqueline.
Plot twist. That's
What?
just a pen name for a male author.
It's not. I've seen Tori talk to her on the camera. It's not.
Deep fake.
It's not a deep fake. I do read books by women. What if women wrote books I wanted to read? How about that one?
The one
I'm
I
about to
suggested for
read
you on that list.
Emily Wilson's Iliad.
Has that arrived?
When is that
Tomorrow.
arrive? I haven't bought it.
No, it's supposed to arrive tomorrow, Alan.
Oh, I
Spoiler
didn't know
alert.
that. Well, thank you. Then no, I haven't gotten here. All right, True Crime by Andrew Clavin. Lamentation by Ken Scholes. The Little Emperors by Alfred Duggan, about a Roman imperial administrator in Britain during the Roman withdrawal. Dang. Salem Serantium, I've heard that. That is definitely on my list. The Thief, I own that. 2 years Before the Mast. So many.
No one remind him that I'm reading that right now, because that means that he won't ever read it.
No, it's not popular enough.
Okay.
Guy Gabriel K is generally immune. Perdido Street. Colton suggests Perdido Street Station. Colton. Waking Fire is about dragons. The Just City by Joe Walton. I have that entire thing. That is as scientist Alan or genius Alan would say, a nerd book. Tough Voyaging by Gurm. Wistful Ascending, which Anita has suggested before. Gunmetal Gods, Gates of Fire by Stephen Pressfield. That was one of the first ones to put up there, and I hate to tell Kelly Q123 I DNF'd Gates of Fire by Stephen Pressfield. 17 Mosaic, second one for 17 Mosaic. Kyle says Lies of Locke Lamora, so that's -1 vote for Lies of Locke Lamora now. Trust me, Alan, you will love this book, says that person. Speaks the Nightbird. Dunkton Chronicles. Samarkand. Have y'all heard of any of these? Ship of Magic, perhaps?
Heard of that.
Who recommended Ship of Magic without reading Farseer?
I don't know. Old Man's War, I've heard of that. I don't know. I old Old Man's War. A Morbid Taste for Bones. Where are people getting these books I've never heard of? Crucible of Chaos, yes. Will of the Many, ugh. Fears of Calderon. Staying Fat for Sarah Burns. Jeff says Chronicles of an Imperial Legionary Officer. First Man in Rome. Someone suggested First Man in Rome. It's Books with Banks. Alex suggested First Man in Rome, Sal. Oh, you responded to it. Book of the New Sun. Dead Mountaineers. I'm curious as to why people think I'm going to like all these books that I've never heard of ever. Like, they legit am I that like inscrutable? Very mysterious and inscrutable nature I have. Do you know who that was, Eevee?
It's yeah, Professor Chang.
Senor Chang. Why, Professor Chang? Why you? Why not math? Why not photography? I am a Spanish genius. I am El Tigre Chino. You bit. You bit. I will bite your face off. You bit. Manana. Name of the Rose. Count of Monte Cristo. Sun Eater. Eli Monpress. Empire of Silence. Book That Wouldn't Burn from Philip. Dandelion Dynasty. Shut Up, Pete. Boy's Life from Andrew. Don Quixote from Eevee. Roman Triumph by Mary Beard. That is nonfiction, Laura.
Was it just fiction?
I mean, no, but it was implied.
Well, then don't be, fussy about it. You'd like that
What is
book.
the Triumph about? Just about the Triumph? The Roman Triumph?
It's
just about
all about the history of where the Triumph came from, what you could do to earn a Triumph, and what the actual procedure of planning the Triumph and what the day of the Triumph looked like for all the different roles involved. It's super interesting.
I like that there's.
You already read that, Laura?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was quick.
I like that there's.
The Roman Triumph. I read that years ago.
Oh, I thought
Jimmy, you did not have
that's
to
the one that came out, I
correct.
thought. Or was it a different
No,
one?
the one she just came out is something about the emperors.
Oh,
Yeah, I haven't read the Roman Emperor yet, or
Okay.
Emperor of Rome. Emperor of
Hold on.
Rome.
People in the comments have been saying something, and I've just completely ignored them. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Promise of Blood. So, Nada, Promise of Blood is something that I should like. And I really loved the first 10 chapters of that. And then I just didn't at all anymore.
Well, don't you mean Promise of Blood?
Is that not what I said?
Yeah, I think you said blood.
Oh, I
You
said
did say
blood in my
blood.
video. I talked about it in the video I just filmed.
Eliminated.
Harry Potter. Oh, we're still in Harry Potter. That's not true. Like, it's not true, people. I do not hate females or females writing books.
That's what Jimmy says. He is your friend. He knows you better. So we all believe him.
It's so terrible. Baron Nightingale, Silver Pigs. I own Silver Pigs. Have y'all read The Strange? What is Tough? Oh, that's the Gurm one. The Thief. I haven't. I have that. I have The Thief. Samarkand Middle Grade. I don't know what that is. Duncan Chronicles. Okay. Oh, Honey Witch. I'm in the process. Jimmy says I would hate botanists, and Philip agrees. Philip does not think I would like botanists.
But everyone thinks you would like the Lies of Locke Lamora, so
I don't think that. Oh, it's on my community tab, Mike. No, I saw yours, Jake. You said Curse of Chalian to combat the allegations of sexism. And Jimmy, don't correct my name to the incorrect one. Gondar, Empire of Silence, Silver Pigs. Why? Because for some reason, the characterization stopped happening, and then a lot of really objectionable war stuff happened. Where I'm just like, I'm not buying what is happening currently. I'm not sure Brian McClellan knows how many people a million is, because it's a lot. Stop spelling my name like that. Spiderlight. I have Spiderlight.
You need to read Mary Beard.
I've watched Made in Abyss, Omega. I need to read Mary Beard.
Yes.
Why?
Mary Beard, I think, is the best modern author for making history approachable and interesting. And she focuses primarily on the Empire, which we've discussed tends to be, we prefer Empire to Republic.
No.
And
you say.
I do. But you have also said that you prefer
That's
the
not true.
empire.
I've never
Yes,
said that.
yeah.
I argue with my
100%
students all the time because I like the Republic because they say the Republic's boring.
Whatever.
I love
Anyway,
the Republic. I'm saying the Empire's more interesting to people. That's
she
true.
will cover, though, in her book SPQR, she covers from the kings of Rome all the way through
I have
to,
SPQR.
I think, the end of, or the death of Augustus. And then she has very specialized books that deal with religion, triumph, food, art, like the average human in Rome, all the way up to emperors. Like, she really digs into Roman society, Roman life, Roman religion. She covers the whole thing, but she makes it that any person, if they're a historian or someone that's never heard of a place called Rome, could pick up a book and say, oh, I understand what she's saying, and it's coherent. So I love Mary Beard. I definitely think she's the best one.
I read nonfiction history very slowly.
Sal, I did not recommend anything because I know Alan will yell at me. So there is no point.
Oh, what? You can recommend something to me.
No.
Why?
No.
Because
Anyway, we need to actually do something. Laura, you are welcome to hop back in when we're done sprinting, but we must get work done.
I will see. I might go to bed.
Oh, because it's late. Yeah, it's fine. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Despite your contentious opinions and
Well, it's part of the name, Constantia. So
the problem is it's like the Rome stuff we're not actually contentious about. It's just everything else. Anything that's true?
no.
Yeah, that's right, Jimmy.
That
You know, I'm about to start treason trials. Like, that's what y'all are driving me to. I'm about
that's
to get
wrong information.
I need
All
the
I said.
chief informer. You're the chief informer. And don't worry, anybody who you inform on when they are trying for treason, you get half their estate.
Yes.
I think
Commit reasons.
I think Jimmy is confusing Anitha for me because we're the same person. Because I am a mod in Joanna's Discord.
No, that's not that. Actually, in the afternoon, Josh's stream, I said I need to talk to Johanna more. That's
Oh, okay, got it.
Treason trials.
Alan,
Before.
when is Christina due? Is it before March 15th or after March 15th?
It is after the Ides of March.
Okay, can we do a live on the Ides of March?
oh my god. Sorry.
Sure.
I'm sorry. Okay, that was me, Joanna, not Aaron.
I told you this would happen.
It's an accident. It's an accident.
I warned you, Anitha, when I gave you access. I'm like, hey, this will post as Alan. And you
Christina,
said, oh, don't worry, I post
Someone's
from
calling me out
you
for being on the
anyways.
computer elsewhere. Will you tell them that I do my crap? They didn't hear you say that.
Joanna.
Joanna, surely you knew it was not me.
So good.
I like this part.
That's right.
He's gonna do the dishes tonight, and
I emptied the freaking garage. We put 2 cars in it.
He did the litter
How are
box.
you feeling, Christina?
Good. Doing pretty good. I think I may have pushed myself a little too hard today. My mom.
Here, talk to the people.
You ran over my tail.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm gonna talk.
My mom and sister came over, and we spent some time. Sorry, her little squeaker's right. We spent some time in the nursery, going through. A lot of people had given me some hand-me-downs. We were going through and like kind of wiping them down, and I was asking my mom's advice on like the best way to make sure things are clean, like both things that are brand new and things that are hand-me-downs.
Yeah.
Because even things that are brand new, it's like, okay, but there could be chemicals. So I've got a load going right now of things in the laundry. And then I had like a tub of soapy warm water and just like washing down some toys and stuff.
Toys.
So they're all laid out drying in the guest bath, which will be Atticus's bathroom when he gets there. So it's been a good day, but I just kind of went from like 0 to 60 real quick because the morning was a baby first aid class that I took where I was literally just like sitting there for 3.5 hours taking it. And then the rest of the day I like rolled up my sleeves and was getting stuff done. So it probably would have been better to like alternate the two, you know, sit a little, work a little, sit a little, work a little. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
But other than just being a little tired today, I've been feeling pretty good. It hasn't been that rough of a pregnancy for me, at least so far.
Okay.
I want to jinx it, but probably the biggest hurdle lately has just been my emotions are like,
Yeah.
I like
it's
things to
fun.
hurt more easily, and Alan will say that I'm grumpy. Alan says I'm grumpy.
Well,
Don't you
he's
say I'm
not
grumpy?
either, so he doesn't get an opinion.
I mean, yeah, but grumpy for you is, I mean, different than normal grumpy.
I went in grad school, I taught some classes and they were like piano classes. And so our exams were performance based, not like written. So I would record the exams, just an audio recording, so that I would have evidence if anybody ever questioned their grade. I could be like, well, let's listen back to the recording and see how you did. And one time I was so mad because this kid was like trying to get me to teach him during the exam. And so when I went back and listened to the recording, like I was like shaking mad talking to this child. It's a college student. But I thought that I was being very firm and harsh. And like I went back and listened to the recording and I was like, I sound nice. I was so mad. I was like, that kid has any idea how mad I was. I sound nice.
Yeah, I'm the only one that can tell that she's grumpy when she's grumpy, because she sounds nice to everybody else, but to me it's like, why?
And he's like, who is this person?
I'm like, why are you snapping at me about, like, literally? I didn't know the entire information that I'm asking you a question about. Jeez, it's true.
I get that way.
Any update on the phone situation, by the way, Christina? Any hope on that front?
Rip phone. I sent it in. I sent it back.
Alan
Like,
has to do road trip. This weekend you should have gone to Apple Store, Alan. Road trip.
Oh, it's a 4-hour drive one way.
No, not
And he was willing, we priced what it would be to send it to like a data recovery place. So he was willing to spend the money. I wasn't. I don't know. I categorized the memories that were on the phone. I was like, decided, mourned each one individually. And some of them, like our Rome trip, we were there with like 30 other people. So I will just get pictures from the other people that were there. It will be fine. There are plenty of pictures.
You shared with us most of those pics. I mean, have you uploaded somewhere to share with us?
The Rome pics?
Yeah.
So Alan and I don't know if you guys remember, we did like for patrons, we did some like lives where we kind of went through them. And I don't know if you remember, Alan's pictures sucked. They were like blurry or his thumb was in them. They were horrible. So some of my pictures I had uploaded to a Google Drive because after the first one of just his pictures, I was like, you gotta use mine. Yours are horrible. So I did upload like a couple days of our trip. Some of my highlight pictures. I didn't spend a lot of time going through them, but those I do have to get on my Google Drive. But my Google Drive was not like syncing with my photos, and neither was my iCloud. So they're gone. And I returned. I had gotten a new phone through insurance, and I had 30 days to return the old one. So I just returned the old one. And it felt a little bit like putting it in a casket, like putting it back in the little box and then taping it up and sending it off. It was like picturing, the Viking ship with the burning pyre on it. Like, bye. But it's okay. A lot of the memories that were important to me are ones that we have some pictures of. Other people were there too. And then there's a couple that nobody else was there, and I won't have that picture again. And I've just kind of grieved that and moved on. So,
Alan, take Christina to Rome again.
With what money?
we'd love to.
25.
He's actually talked about potentially, this was a while ago, I don't know if it's still an option at all, but he had considered taking the kids to Rome next. I mean, Greece, sorry.
It's nowhere near as fun as Rome. It's nowhere near as fun as Rome.
Okay, two things. One, I haven't committed to it because I don't know what I would eat. I can eat Roman food. I cannot eat Greek food. Two, if I set this trip, it's got to be like a year in advance. And that commits me to staying in the bleeding classroom. And I refuse to accept my unalterable fate that I'm stuck in a bloody high school classroom for the rest of my dang life.
How about just a suggestion? Maybe you haven't thought about this. Just taking a trip with you and Christina and not even taking the children.
Okay, that costs money.
School can pay for it.
If I go with the company, I get to go for free. And if I have 6 students, I can take Christina for free. If I go myself, then I have to come up with thousands of dollars that I will never have now because I literally have a parasite that goes through 8, 12, 13, 100 diapers per day.
We actually money on the last trip because he had so many students. He sold it so well at the parent meeting that so many students enrolled. He actually got money back from the travel company.
Exactly.
Because he did such a good job recruiting. So,
did we ever get that, BT Dubs?
we did. Mm-hmm.
Well, if you do plan a Greece one, I can tell you where to avoid and where to go.
Good to know. Good to know. Take notes.
The thing is, I don't really I want to go to the Greek islands. I do, but I really just want to go to Italy. I really just want to go to Rome again.
Please just go back to Rome. Honestly, Greece sucked compared to the way that they maintain their sites and stuff.
I believe
it was terrible.
I believe.
So Mitch, if you're still there, just real quickly before I drop and turn into a pumpkin, I just want to let you know, Mitch, that I asked your question to Simon Jimenez, and you're welcome.
Sal, we should take an Alexandria trip to Rome.
Oh my gosh, yes.
We should all go to Rome.
I'm pretty sure that was
already talked about it during
Guys, if it was mentioned once, I can't remember it. We talked about it one time. I do remember that now. I don't remember it from then. I asked the girl before Christmas. Girl sits in the front row on my 5th period. I said, "Are you going?" I asked them if they're going anywhere for Christmas. She raised her hand. I said, "Where are you going?" She said, "California." I said, "California? Why?" She's like, "My dad lives there." First day back, I said, "Anybody go anywhere?" She raised her hand. I said, "Where'd you go?" She said, "California." I said, "California? Why?" She said, "My dad lives there." You asked me that exact same question and responded in the exact same tone right before. I'm like, I don't remember. I have 100 of you.
Okay, both are not on the same level. Rome is you should think about Rome all the time.
I will set you on fire, Anita.
I think Jimmy's hit the nail on the head. Dementia.
Yeah. I'm more offended that Eevee laughed so much that you're setting me on fire. I thought
I was laughing at you, Anita, saying you should be thinking about Rome all the time.
Everyone thinks about the Roman Empire at least once a day. At least once.
Gosh. Anyway, Anita, write it down. Remind me. I'll forget. We should go to Rome. That's way better than the Florida meetup.
Okay.
You have dementia too?
Yes, and a Christmas tree up.
Oh, word. Good for you. Anyway. Eevee, Laura, I know y'all are going to bed, but we're going to read. This is why I can't sprint. This is why I don't ever do sprints, because I don't ever actually read on them. And so I'm like, oh, well, I had fun talking to everybody.
As the loyalist and the one who always keeps us on track in Discord sprints, keep him on track.
You guys won't yell at me. I can bully you all, but he yells at me.
I yell at you. So she said, I yell at you? I don't yell at anybody unless a kid comes up to me trying to tell me that the reason I don't like Adrian isn't good enough.
You yell at me all the time. Yesterday, entire sprints you yelled at me. That's all
That's
you
not
did.
true. And also, maybe there was a good reason.
So
Why was I yelling at you? For no reason?
But by the way, I just want to point out that Alan, you have not said a single comment about.
Oh, I didn't even see it till now. Western? No, that's not even a thing. You're imploding the universe.
On that note, bye.
Bye, Laura.
Bye.
Bye, Laura. Good night.
Bye, Eevee.
Jimmy, you should join so that I can bury the dagger. So,
Let's read something. Oh my god! Literally, that was longer than the sprint before it.
yes.
Jimmy, why do you think I would hate botanists? And Anita, you didn't put anything on my. Go to community cam, put something on it. I would like a recommendation from you for one of the like handful of books you've read that I haven't read.
Okay. Actually, I wanted to recommend a show.
Anita, when am I going to watch a TV show? When am I going to have time to do that? What show?
It's called Nirvana in Fire. It's historical Chinese.
It's called what?
Nirvana in Fire.
What?
It's a Chinese show.
Is it on Netflix?
I don't think so.
Where would you like me to watch it, Anita?
It's on YouTube. You watched One Piece on YouTube. You can watch it in YouTube.
I don't watch One Piece on YouTube. I watch it on Crunchyroll.
Okay, whatever thing you can watch it.
Okay, what's
on
it called?
YouTube.
What's it called?
Wait, I'll send you link.
Okay. I'm just typing in Chinese show. Is it called Happy Chinese? Is it called Contact
so
America
you because-
and some demon?
Okay. Let me tell you what is this about. It's about the main character. Okay, his father was like military general in that empire, and his mother was like emperor's sister. But these negative characters planned something when these general and along with his army went to some war. They were attacked and entire army will die except this kid. Actually, this his father will throw him from a cliff so that he'll be saved from all that fire and all. So this guy, main
What is
character,
it called?
Nirvana in Fire. I'm sending you YouTube link, full episodes link. So that guy will be saved by some monks, and he'll be like after 15 years or so, he'll comes back. His appearance will change, and he'll come back to this empire. And with strategies, he takes down Crown Prince too.
Nirvana in Fire? Is that what you're saying?
Hmm.
Okay, I didn't understand. I didn't know what those words were. Okay, Nirvana in Fire. I found it. You know what I did? I searched Chinese show Fire, and it popped up finally. Because I knew Fire, and I just didn't understand Nirvana because that's not a word I hear all the time.
This is you like it because two are in actually. One is Crown Prince, one is up for the next emperor. So he, with strategies, he'll take down both of them. And when he was kid, he's friends with one of the princes, and he'll make.
Why are you telling me the whole plot? If you want to watch it,
Okay.
why are you telling me the whole plot?
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, I bookmarked it. I bookmarked it just for you, Anita.
Thank you.
I saved it to watch list. All right, let's read now. How close are you to being done with
Shards of Earth.
No, aren't you
Yes.
reading Boris something? See you, Jerry.
Shards of Earth. Oh, I am reading also Forest of Enchantments. Both I'm 100 pages into it. That's it.
What is Trova Trip? What is that? I don't know what that is. Anyway, all right. Let's read. Like, I cannot go to bed without having finished this. I'm finishing it tonight.
How many pages left?
30.
Huh. You can finish it in a sprint.
Probably not, but I'm gonna try. Boom. Welcome back. I did not finish I, Claudia.
So,
4 was not true.
how many pages you read?
I have 30. How many did I read? I don't know. I read a I don't know. I read this chapter. I read 20 pages. So I had 50 pages when I said earlier.
So only 10 pages, just one more sprint. We'll
No,
talk.
I have 30 pages left now.
Oh, I thought you had 30 pages.
I just said that. I said that I told you 30 pages. I was not right. I now have 30 pages. So I did have 50.
We need 2 more sprints. We'll talk till
Okay, I ain't got that
when
time.
your time.
I ain't got time to do no 2 more sprints. What's up, Ryan? Nice. I don't know. I want to finish this, but I really don't know what I'm going to read next. I really don't know what I'm going to read next. I don't know. I think I've gotten more distracted. Yeah, I think I'm more easily distracted than I used to be.
Yeah, you were in the same dilemma in December also after finishing Escapement.
Yeah. I mean, that's true. Like I just read so slow. I like the Roman Republic. I like the early Empire just fine. I like the Republic better because at least they aspire to some form of virtue. They didn't succeed, but at least they tried. Yeah, we will. Won't talk too long. And then I love the 4th and 5th century Greece, Macedonia. What other time periods? Napoleonic Wars, I really like. The 1500s in Japan, the Sengoku period. I like the Warring States period of China. I don't. I guess I could. Good night, Carrie. I suppose I could use that. But then, like, it's always like, you know how have you ever done where you have 2 things and you can't decide, and then you coin flip, and then it flips, and you're like, well, I don't really want to do that one.
That's me. That's me every day now because I'm reading Shards of Earth and Forest of Enchantments. I'm liking both. So every time I'm sitting down to read, I don't know what to pick. And I waste time deciding. And by that time, I'll move on. I'll pick up phone, something I'll do.
It's always really bad after I finish a book I really like. Like it was always really bad after I finished like Evil for Evil. It was bad. Or anytime I finish something I really like, it's always hard to pick. Exactly right. This one, it won't be too. I mean, it will be hard just because I have. that's true. It's true. Now I guess I could go read Shadows of Self. This would be easier if I didn't have arcs to read. I need to read these stupid arcs. I've got to get through them. Like I've got to get done. I've got to get done with them. I've got to read these dumb arcs. Because I got to be ready. I got to be ready for when, like Eater of History or whatever the third Kithamar book is. Like the second that hits NetGalley, boosh, I'm gonna be reading it. I'm super pumped to read the third Kithamar book. Yeah, I could do that.
Have you seen my message? Robert Harris' book is coming out in August.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Yeah, but it's World War One. It's like World War World War II. Like I don't want to read that. There's too much World War II historical fiction. There's too much of it. Way too much.
I mean, I haven't read much. I don't think.
Like 2 chapters done. Yes. So he told me on my interview with him, I just don't want to go back scrubbing through the video, but on my interview with him, he told me the title he wanted to name it.
Good time to shout out. Alan has an interview with Daniel Abraham. That's a fantastic interview. Please go and watch that. You'll also find the new title.
Yeah, I forget. It has something to do with history. History's in the title. I just forget what it's called. And again, Orbit may not have gone with it, but he told me that's what he wanted to call it. That's what the working thing is called. I'd have to go look at the video, scrub through it. I'm looking at I got my best books 2023 running Google Doc open. I did not put anything that was a reread or nonfiction on there. I only read 36 books that were not rereads or nonfiction last year. It's very sad.
Sal, yes, I do want to read both of them and even American Civil War, but this year I don't have time. On top of that, Alan added so many historical fiction this year.
So many. Boomers
You
do
know what I should do this year? I should not do any but reads with you.
Oh no, Sal. Though I did. If you watch my video that'll come out, I did talk about possibly putting the Kate Quinn books on there since they cover the Domitian time period. Because I might read the Vespasian novel, just because, and then Pompeii is with Titus. It probably won't have Titus in it, but at least it's Titus's time period. And then I can do the Kate Quinn one, at least one of them, or I don't DNF a lot of books, Brian. In fact, I think in my 3 and change years on BookTube, I've only DNF'd like 4 or 5 books. I think it's called, I don't know, it's by Robert Fabry. It's like a 9-book series, but the first one is I was just gonna read the first one. Yeah, I was shocked Philip had even one DNF.
Alan, when you have time, we need to sit down and list the buddy reads we are going to read this year and plan, maybe. Rough plan.
Hold on, sorry. This is one of my students. That I read the I Claudius excerpts from, because we studied, like I taught them Augustus and Tiberius, Caligula, and Claudius. We're on Nero now, and so I read them passages that I think they will find amusing. From this one, we talked about. Well, you're gonna read it. I don't want to spoil it because you don't actually know the history. But yeah, so I don't actually know, Riley. I don't think so, but this is like, I'm loving the crap out of I Claudius. Yeah, there you go, Tribune of Rome. It's where he's young too. If I'm gonna read Vespasian one, I should probably read one closer, like during 69, the year 69. Me too. I am also excited about that second one. The blood something. Oh, I forgot the title, but I saw it.
What's the Nightingale and Falcon trilogy?
That's the Stephen Arion one, the one about Persia.
Judas Blossom.
Yeah, Judas Blossom 2.
Yeah, he just recently posted the cover in Twitter.
Correct. Yeah, I know. That's why I can't remember the title, but yeah, I want to read that also. So the fictional biography thing, Riley, is not like done a ton, but there's this book isn't about Claudius's reign. Like, so I got to read Claudius the God and read about his actual reign, and then I'll tell you guys. I'll give you guys the skinny on those too.
Why is I Claudius more popular than Claudius the God then?
I don't know. I actually don't know. I have no idea, and I don't have any guesses. I'm just going to assume that people like Claudius the God is sure to be filled with far fewer like deaths, exiles, murders. I mean, Claudius had a decent reign. Oh, thank you, Sal. That makes sense. The first one I showed. That makes sense. That makes sense. It also makes sense why Claudius is popular at all. Then.
Yeah.
I'm reading it and I'm like, I don't know how this is popular. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna read after this. Anything. I need to read my Honey Witch chapters. And so this
How
is
far
actually
into the book are you?
hold on, I'm not even done with chapter 1. This is actually really interesting, Brian. So infant mortality was incredibly common. So if you could make it out, like if you could make it out
Sorry.
if you can make it out of being a baby, you could live a while. I don't know what the actual average lifespan, but I know that there were many people who lived a long time. Cicero's wife, Terentia, lived to be like 102. Senators, Terentia lived to be like 102.
Yeah, I mean, I forgot, I think. What did she do after Cicero's death?
Oh, I don't know what she did, but she just lived to be a very long time. And there's constantly soldiers that are people that live a long time. Livia, Augustus's wife, outlived him by a ton. She lived to be 89. So
I hate her.
You hate you hate Livia? Oh, you're gonna hate her so much in Claudius, Anitha. Please send me every one of your Livia rants, every one of you, because Robert Graves hates Livia, like hates her. Like Livia is, she is 2/3 of this book is Livia. Thanks, Sarah. How are you? Yes, absolutely. It's 100%, except unless you hate Livia, in which case it's not slander. He's truth-telling. He is truth-telling. I think we're going to do one more sprint here in just a minute. That is true. That is true. But I'm talking about, like, I don't know the average age because, I mean, it's disease and then people die in war and whatever. But they could and often did live to an old age. You know, most everybody can crap out at like 20.
Yes,
I have significantly less knowledge of the people that no one wrote about, which is the dirty Walmart footed plebs that, you know, nobody cares about the plebs. So the pigs. So yeah, we'll see. What?
In Cicero trilogy, Robert Harris, no matter what happens, suppose Cicero and Terentia had differences at the end, right? They got separated. Even then, I understood Terentia's point of view. It did not come across as, he did not show her as a bad woman or something like that. I really appreciated that. I mean, as long as Robert Graves stayed true, to history and, just tell us what happened, I'll be completely okay hating her. My own opinion, not his opinion.
Yeah, I like Terentia. And it helps that, like, Cicero's so unlikable. How old is Olivia now, Sarah? Yeah, I mean, there aren't really. I like the character of Livia in I, Claudius. Like, I hate her so much, but I like Olivia as like a criminal mastermind. And look, a lot of stuff he's getting from Suetonius and Tacitus anyway. And, you know, oh man. Freaking Livia. Wow. Livia's an old lady. So yeah, it's not quite 10. I can do one more, but then I gotta go because it'll be up early. But I can do one more, and I'm gonna try to push through Claudius so that I can.
Then let's do 45 minutes. instead of 30?
I don't ever do 30. I always do 35 minutes. Anita, tell me what to do. I didn't watch the first season. I don't think she looks super like Abby. I think the person that they were rumoring looks more like Abby, but I'm sure she'll be good. Let's do it. All right. I'm on the last chapter. I have 4 pages left. If only I had listened to you, Anitha, and done a 45-minute sprint, I'd have finished it. But I didn't, so I'm going to have to finish it when I'm done.
You won't listen to me.
It's true. It's true. I didn't think I'd get that close, TBH, but I did. And so I'm almost done. Then I just have to figure out what the crap, hold on. Then I have to figure out what the crap I'm going to read after that. I have no idea. It's always so hard to figure out what to read afterwards.
Maybe you should ask for a vote in council room.
Do what?
Ask for vote in council room.
You mean trust democracy? That's how we got the Emperor's Blade. Like, I literally, it's like my channel is separated into 2 time segments. Pre-Emperor's Blade and post-Emperor's Blade. And we're still in the Dark Ages. Everything was going fine until stupid Emperor's...
See, 2023 was successful. It's sad that many people missed out on that.
I agree, Mike. It does sound like Tomorrow Island's problem because it is 10:30. You're right. I probably shouldn't start anything tonight. I got 4 pages left. I'm going to finish it when I get in bed.
No, why didn't you continue? I mean, you extended the time till 40, right?
No, it was 30. It was still
I
10:30.
saw somewhere it was changed to 40. I thought you changed it.
No, I didn't change it. It was 30. It was this. If I'd changed it to 40, I'd finish it, but I didn't. So, oh well. Mike, what are you currently reading? I think Mike told me. I forgot.
Wheeled Throne. He's reading Wheeled
Veiled Throne. Veiled Throne. That's right. That's right. I knew that. I didn't know that. All right. Well, this was fun, guys. What is a fun sprint? I did film 2 videos today, which was good. So, but I mean,
Have you
What?
filmed your best books? No, right?
No, not yet. And I've had my Evil for Evil review filmed for like a month and a half, and I hadn't edited it. Like I now need to edit crap. But I'm pleased that I finished a book. I don't know why I've read only 2 bloody books in dang January. Are you reading Way of Kings?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm supposed to read too.
Sure, what are you reading, Sarah? Sal, why are you reading Way of Kings?
It was a read along in Greg's Discord. We planned at the end of 2022.
Oh, wow. How is Greg? I miss Greg.
Yeah, I miss him too.
I miss all the old people that are gone. This is the real problem, is that all of my stalwart allies, all of the people who like founded kingdoms at the same time I did, they're all gone. And so it's nothing but new kingdoms and new fiefdoms. And, you know, it's nothing but Byzantines popping up and then they're all allied. And it's just like, I'm just some old grandma kingdom being like, back in my day, there were a whole bunch of people around, like Greg and Katrina and Angela and Klaus and Charmaine, who is still here but busy. Hey, Rebecca, awesome. And Jimmy was there too, but I didn't meet Jimmy till later. So Jimmy, at least our kingdoms are semi-allied. And yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem, Anitha. That's it right there. I just called it. Just figured it out. Everybody left. Everybody's gone. Anyway, I'm going to go get ready for bed. I have to be up early. But this was fun. And I hope I can do more sprints. I talked about all this crap in the video I just filmed, like future, and hope I can do more of et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But I did try to do at least one every other week. instead of like going a month without one. But I should try to do one a week. I just don't always have a lot of time. Anita didn't have a channel right at the beginning, and nor did Anita. Anita didn't talk to me right at the beginning. If she had, she'd have read Greatcoats and she'd have read Senlin. She came in late. Right?
That's true. Yes, that's true.
Were you on Shelf Space?
Huh?
Were you on Shelf Space?
Yes, I joined during that readathon.
The readathon that we won, that I won, my team won?
No, the next one you did an announcement, Greek theme.
Oh, that we won. Yeah, we won that one too.
You did. Fine.
Yeah, we won that one also. Yeah, so yeah. Anita's part of the loyalist thing. She didn't join at the founding, but she was an early adopter, as the people say.
Sal, I mean, Alan was too high up for me, so I was initially more close to, Charmaine. I mean, I'm still close to her, but she got busy.
I love Charmaine. I miss Charmaine.
Me too.
Like, she's just busy all the time. Charmaine was the original loyalist. Charmaine was always out there correcting people about their terrible takes on things that I say. Yeah, Sal's been around forever too. It's true.
Yeah.
What, Christina? Eevee's also been around for forever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mindlin also. Michael's been around. Yeah, there's still a lot of people around forever. There's just a lot of people have also gone, which is sad. Kate, I barely talk to Kate now.
She is active, I think, in other Discords, and I think she's reading more self-pub and active in Twitter.
Active more in other Discords? Hey,
Hey, I don't know.
Start the treason trials. All right, you guys heard it here first. Treason trials coming to this. I'm going to start a new video segment, maybe on Shorts. Maybe I'll do them on YouTube Shorts. Treason trials coming 2024. Look for them.
Alan is the judge. I am the, what is that, informant?
You're the informer. So after I try people for treason and convict them, you get half their estate.
People commit reasons. Give me all your estates.
No, you just have to lurk in other Discords and find people speaking treason and then come to me and tell them. And when you read I, Claudius, this is going to make so much more sense too. You're going to be like, dang, Alan is Tiberius. So, anyway, thanks guys for joining. This was way fun. Oh no, you're right. I'll have to call them booktube treason trials then. That way, at least I won't get like horrible people. What is a drumhead, Mike?
Yeah, actually, that's right, Chad. So much happens. I get so much information in our Discord screens. I was like, okay, where did you talk this? They'll say Jimmy's Discord. Damn, I missed that conversation. I need to.
No, it doesn't matter. You hear it as long as you hear it secondhand, it's fine. People clearly are okay. I'm almost done with I, Claudius. Got like 4 pages left. Clearly, like they don't have a problem telling you. That's fine.
Yeah.
And then when they find themselves a member of the hashtag booktube treason trials, it'll be great. I need to figure out who I'm going to prosecute first. Dang, yes. Yes. Yes, I do need a drum head then. Absolutely, Mike. Absolutely. There is magic, but not a ton. And there are gods in it, though. There are gods in it, and there's some magic, but not much. That's as fantasy as it goes. All right. So, treason trials. Hashtag booktube treason trials coming 2024. Look for it here. I'm gonna go finish like Claudius, get ready for bed, and stay tuned tomorrow to find out what I decided to read next. All right. See you, everybody.